What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus Coin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to. For those of you that are new, I know I've got a lot of new subscribers. Thank you all. You guys might not all watch this video. I'm sure most of the people that watch this video are just the regular Jesus Coin people. But in case there is anybody who's new, I am a top 200 wallet holder in Jesus Coin. This is a coin that I've been proactively involved with more or less as far as doing technical analysis goes since I don't remember if it was May or June. I want to say it was May, but June. I didn't buy my first Jesus Coins until September of 2023 last year, and I've been buying at various prices since. And when I say various, I mean anything from as low as down here to as high as down here and everything in between I've been buying, man. So I really do like Jesus Coin. If you're looking for a meme coin, this is a great coin, I think, to get into. I think it's got a lot of growth to do. But now that I've gotten that kind of like basic introduction out of the way for anybody who might be new, who's looking for a new prospect in the meme coin markets, let's talk about Jesus Coin. Let's do some actual TA here, right? Looking at the weekly RSI, we had a lower high, higher high situation, bearish divergence, and it played out. It played out. We actually got the lower low than this. It's kind of crazy. I think this is forming to be some kind of bullish harmonic pattern, actually. Mr. Hat, if you're watching this video, I might have to ask your opinion because he's better eyeballing them than I am. But I can't help but think this is some kind of harmonic. Is it not? Pretty close, man. I don't know. That could be. Would it be a bullish bat? Is that? Let's see. Bullish bat harmonic. Harmonic. Yeah, right there. Yeah, just like that, right? Just like that. Does that not look like this right here? Like literally? You're like, I don't see it, and that's okay, right? If you're new to TA, you don't see it, but look right there, right? It's literally, look at the M. Look at it. It's just like this M here. And this M, this D would be 88% of X to A. So this low to high, the overall move would be 88% of a pullback is what it's saying. I don't think that's exactly right. It could be a 1618, 2618. Let's just see. Let's just see how it is. From a low point here to a high point there. Yeah, so that's a 61869 pullback, not an 88% pullback. Sorry, I say percent. It wouldn't be percent. It would be, it says percent here of X to A, right? Not percentage move, just of X to A. 886, 382 to 886 is what it's saying. Oh, no, it would be the 886. So maybe you do have to keep going lower. Maybe this is telling us the Jesus Coin isn't going to move up until we move down to 707. That'd be crazy, you guys. Just to let you know, though, all the Jesus Coin people out there, we're at 601 right now. I know 707 might sound a little bit scary, but it is a higher low. And overall, this would be a bullish formation, of which the first targets would be like all the way back up here to move up to, and then secondary targets up here, and then like third tertiary targets are beyond the pattern, right? So even if we move lower, it just sets us up for higher moves afterwards, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. I wonder if there's other measurements for this. This is why I'm gonna ask Mr. Hat what he thinks, because I'm not the best, man, with harmonics. I used to be a lot better. I used to know a lot more, but I just forget. I don't apply them. So I'm gonna stop trying that. We're gonna do the general analysis and just look at this for what it is. Daily RSI getting oversold, looking very weak. Generally speaking, when we get oversold, we're just getting started to the downside, right? So like here, you got oversold on this day. That was like the beginning of the end, right? You had 3 days total, like that moved down 8% each day, and then you found your low, and then you moved up. The time before that you were oversold, it was here, 2 days, right? You moved down for 2 days, and then really you just didn't move up for another like week or so. So maybe here, being that we just got oversold like yesterday, maybe we are really close to finding our lows. Maybe we move down just a little bit lower. Maybe as low as 707 down here, and then we pump afterwards, right? Based off of what we're looking at here, it took like a week, right? Like from the time that you got oversold here, it took like 1, 2, 3 days, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th day you pumped. It took like a week from being in the oversold zone before you saw some kind of recovery. Here you got into your oversold zone here. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks before you saw some recovery. So what I'm getting at is I would think that either by the end of this week, if not sometime next week, we could expect to see Jesus coin recovering. Now, just because at the end of this week or by sometime next week, we're expecting a recovery, that doesn't mean that it has to move sideways until then, or that it's absolved of moving lower until then. By the end of this week, we've got like 4 days left. We can move down for 2 or 3 out of those 4 days, and then start to move up afterwards, right? Whenever I'm saying that we're going to pivot, we're going to start moving up, that means we'll find our low and start moving up either by the end of this week or sometime next week is what my thoughts are. So yeah, Jesus coin being a little bit disappointing with this movement right now, and at the same time, if you're looking at it in the right light, it's actually it's a bit of a blessing. A lot of the people in the Jesus coin chat, I know you guys are looking at this exactly the right way, right? You've got your bib on, you've got your fork and knife in hand, and you're ready to eat. This is a perfect time to accumulate some more Jesus coin. And if it goes lower, it's just a blessing. It's just an opportunity to buy more. I definitely believe Jesus coin is going to see higher prices. I absolutely, these higher targets are not off the table. I think that it's just the reality of this move is just setting in more and more as time goes on, right? And the reality is it's not this move. It's not this move. It's this move. It's a different move. It's not as fast. It's not as sporadic. There's more control and more time being put into a move like this, right? So I think these new all-time highs are inevitable at this point, but instead of them being by the end of this year, perhaps they're just by the end of this move, right? I really do believe, and especially with this pullback here, I really do believe that seeing new all-time highs by the end of the year has been made a little bit more complicated. Jesus coin can move up a lot in a very short amount of time. It doesn't need a lot to move up a lot. It can in 1 week's time, we could be at new all-time highs. But that would be like a crazy candle. That'd be a really crazy candle. Outside of something crazy happening, expecting us to move how we've been moving, which is kind of like slow and steady, right? Moving up, consolidating, forming a higher low, and then moving up, consolidating, forming a higher low. It would make sense that we probably don't see new all-time highs until sometime next year. And if this moves the way that I would expect it to move along with the rest of crypto, it could be end of January that we see these prices being achieved, right? Might even be the end of April going into May that we could see these prices being achieved. But inevitably they will be achieved. If we move lower, take the opportunity that is presented upon yourself. Buy some Jesus coin, buy some more if you'd like. The fact that it's already down here at 601, I mean, my most recent purchase was at 6016, so it's at a pretty solid discount from there. I think it's going up. It just might move down first, and that's okay. 4-hour RSI looks abysmal. Daily RSI sucks. So yeah, a little bit of downside. Based off the bullish harmonic or bullish bat pattern too, it would make sense that we go a little bit lower. The lowest that I would expect us to go would be the 886 at 7072. I wouldn't expect to go lower than that. But we really could find support here too. Jesus coin does like its golden ratio, so I mean it's possible we could find support here, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. If you want to prove me wrong and we're not going down to this area, get above 601567. Get above that 382. If you can get above the 382 here, the number is 601567. If you can get above that, I'm wrong. That's the low. You're moving up. Good job. But if you get to this area, you reject it, and you come back down to this area, then I'm right? So, or if you just keep going down, obviously I'm right. I don't want to be right. I'm not planning on buying more Jesus coin at these prices. I'm just waiting for it to go up. So I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather this thing just tear up to the upside, but time will tell. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Jesus coin to the moon, man. I'm expecting great things to come here pretty soon. All right, bye-bye.